I didn't think that Ryan Dunn would be as good as he has been to start his NBA career. I also didn't think that his shot would come along as soon as it did. He's shooting nearly 36% through 7 games. I think his offensive surge is a result of being a part of the best offense in the league. The fluidity within the Suns' offense, the way they swing the ball, just creates so many opportunities for everybody. Coming off of the screen here, the Clippers chose to double, and the Suns just kept swinging the ball to a wide open Dunn in the corner. That's Bottoms. I'm not exactly sure why Harden went to double here, but it got done a wide open floater. The gravity of star offensive players is what this offense thrives off of. With Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant, your role players are bound to get great opportunities. Here's another example. Bradley Beal is going to cut in and attract 3 defenders. This leaves Dunn wide open, yet again taking advantage of the superstar gravity. But let's go back to this clip. There was one thing I didn't mention. Dunn always gets to the right spot. When I say that, I mean he always makes himself available. Here he recognizes the double team. Then he puts himself in a prime position to get the ball easily. And from there it's a 2-on-1. Royce O'Neal is going to drive baseline here. And I don't know if you guys saw it or not. But here Dunn is going to drop to the corner. If he doesn't do that, O'Neal is lost with nowhere to pass. These are off-ball tendencies that veterans have. Speaking of veteran tendencies, here Dunn recognized that D'Lo is about to cheat, so he does gradually scoot over to the open slot for a wide open 3.
Dunn. How about Ryan Dunn now?
These are 2 things I wanted to touch on. I think Dunn could become a phenomenal off-ball cutter as well. In addition, I think he can be a DHO 1-dribble, 2-dribble pull-up type guy. That was just his offense. That wasn't even where he thrives. Where he really thrives is on defense. His success on this end isn't because he's that much more gifted than everybody, but it's because of his effort. He was quite literally out of the play here and he made his way all the way back for the block. Here the Lakers run an inverted screen and it gets Dunn switched on to Anthony Davis, but he moves his feet, stays in front of him, and gets him the airball layup. Here LeBron is in a face-up and Dunn is in help, and he's making a read on what LeBron does. LeBron opts to pass it and he steals it. Here the Mavericks are setting an off-ball screen on Tyus Jones. This off-ball screen leads to Ryan Dunn being in a 2-on-1 predicament with Luka and Kyrie. He then goes on to handle it beautifully. He stunts on Kyrie, then gets back on Luka, gets cooked a little bit, but he still gets back for a good contest. I keep talking about where he thrives, but out of all his strengths, this is his biggest. His one-on-one defending. Here Dunn refused to give George the baseline and forced him into a bad floater. This is from the night where Dunn nearly held LeBron to less than 10 points for the first time in years, and he forces this horrible fadeaway off the backboard. Now it's Luka's turn. Dunn slides his feet and forces Luka into a poor step back. That contest makes him airball. I mean, Luka's one of the harder, if not the hardest guy to guard in the league, and Dunn's holding his own. Same thing here though, a player people do compare to Luka a lot, James Harden. Ryan Dunn stays low, gets a hand up, and he gets a stop without fouling. Here on Harden again, he gets over the screen, takes the bump, and then gets a hand up still. Now Luka's pushing it in transition. Dunn falls a little behind, but he fights to get back in front of him. And Luka makes a very crazy, difficult shot. That's one of those shots that only Luka's hitting. Now we have Jeremy Grant, who Ryan Dunn does match up pretty well against. He doesn't get to the rack, so he has to settle for a poor fadeaway. This time Dunn gets around the screen, gets a hand up even though it's late, and forces a bad layup. He's straight dogging these people.
The contest from Ryan Dunn.
While I was making this video, I saw that Ryan Dunn did get injured. It's an unfortunate thing to see. He was getting off to such a great start to his rookie season. I believe when he comes back that he will continue on the same trajectory that he was already on. Ryan Dunn will be an elite role player by the end of his career. I'm talking Derek White levels. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and also feel free to check out my Jalen Green video.